Hey, so that was a really, really bad game. I'm not going to do a full recap of that game, but we're going to do something a little bit different, and maybe this is going to be more interesting for you. Canadiens played the Ducks tonight. They lost 4-3. It was a miserable effort defensively by the Canadiens. The second game of a back-to-back, stinking it up at home. I got to get something off my chest. Let's talk about it.
You know, to establish maybe yourself here in the NHL.
Is it time?
Is it time?
Is it time? Is it?
It is.
It is.
To me, this was a low light of the season. I can't believe they're having the problems that they're having this far into it. And newsflash, it's only going to get more difficult. So these problems, they need to go away fast. Real quick, subscribe if you want to. I mean, if you want to. Just subscribe if you want to subscribe. This was a frustrating one. I considered just, telling you guys I can't put out a video tonight. I'm going to sleep on it and put out a better video tomorrow. But to break the norm and, for more variety, I'm going to throw things like this at the community every once in a while. This is kind of a moment in the season where the Montreal Canadiens need to sit back and take a real hard look at themselves and say, how bad do they want this? Who's on board? So I might as well go over the lineup. Let's go through la formation de départ. Nos attaquants, our forwards, Caufield, Suzuki, Slav, Newhook, Kapanen, and Demidov, Texier, Evans, Dach, Anderson, Deneau, Gallagher. Bolduc is the odd man out tonight. No défenseurs, our defensemen, we got Matheson, Dobson, Gouley, Hudson, Jacquet, Carrier. Jacquet is back in. Struble draws out. No gardien, our goalies. Fowler's in net tonight. Dobesh backing him up. So before the puck drop, vibes were high. They lost last night, so you figure they're going to be shot out of a cannon tonight. Gallagher's in the lineup. He's going to be working his butt off. Fowler's out there making incredible saves. And Texier has really been showing that he wants to be part of this lineup and he wants to be part of the success of this team. He's leaving it all out there. I really respect what Texier is doing. But they start things off and they look a little flat. But I always figured the first 3 minutes of play, hey, they're probably gauging how much their opponents are going to push, try to figure out what kind of tempo they want to play the game at. So that usually doesn't bother me. And then Kirby Dach goes down, has a hard time getting up, makes his way to the bench, sits on the bench for a little bit, weirdly is grinning from the bench, leaves to the dressing room, doesn't come back. I would love to say I'm surprised. The player who hit him, Jeff Vale, he was a player that I really liked at one point in time. Not having the same amount of success in the NHL as he did back on the Acadie Batters Titan, my hometown. It looked like, he stepped into this one and he got high on Kirby. So Jacquet and Anderson are having a conversation with him. They bug him a little bit, but they let go. Before I go any further, I'm going to listen to the post-game interviews because I want to see if there's an update on Dach.
They have a numerical advantage in your corner. They do? Did they not? When Caden falls and they have shirts arriving there.
They have. You should rewatch the play.
Okay. Did I miss that?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So, just what did you see happen that was wrong then?
We just didn't get the job done.
That's nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a rare Arpon Basu screw up. He's totally wrong. The Canadiens had a strong numerical advantage in their zone. No update on Kirby Dach. It's probably concussion protocol. I don't know. But what I want to say about that is you get injured so many times and the conversation comes up like it does and it gets brought up in other sports as well. Why are certain players more prone to injuries? Why is it like a genetic thing? What is it exactly? Well, oftentimes it is conditioning. What did the player do during the summer? Did they work out? Did they go to the gym? Did they work on themselves? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that I'm right on this. Caden Gooley and Kirby Dach go home during the summer. They practice out there. It's confirmed that they do practice out there. But there's a point where this happens so much, of course, the community is going to ask questions. How honest are these guys being? Are they living up to their end of the bargain? And it's just a bad look. I don't like blaming the player. I never like to blame the player. Like I always say, these are professional athletes. They want to do well in the career that they've chosen. Nobody wants to go out there and say, hey, I'm going to be an injury-prone player and not get a $5.5 million contract next season. But it's frustrating, and they have to know that they're on the radar for that type of image. Anyway, let's talk about this first goal here by Leo Carlsson.
Up the wing, here's Terry. Cutting in, zips it across in front, score! What a pass!
Easy tap in by Carlsson, gets set up by Kreider here. Terry, Kreider, and Carlsson break in. Gooley and Hudson get set up deep. I'm a little bit lost after this because I think Gooley should be defending against Carlsson, but he is defending Terry and, somewhat cutting off play between Terry and Carlsson while Hudson gets sucked in to watch Terry and Carlsson, and I believe he should be watching Kreider. So it's a mess. The forwards don't get back in time. Slav certainly could have helped out here with Terry, and Suzuki could have helped out with, Caufield could have helped out with Kreider. But what makes this the worst is they are totally bystanders in this whole situation. Everybody's just watching the puck. There's no physical aspect of this play for the defensive side. And it's a tic-tac-toe passing play put in the back of the net. A rough one to start off on, and this is the first line. Like, this shouldn't be happening, guys. That was all the scoring in the first period. I have great notes for this game, by the way. I really expected the Habs to win this one, and lots of things happened during this game, and lots of good things offensively for the Canadiens. Lukas Dostal was phenomenal in net, but I really want to highlight just how bad the defense was tonight. So let's talk about this second goal in the second period by Anaheim.
Door looking for a goal. Troy Terry off the draw again, leaves Lacombe in front, shot, score!
This is a quick play off the draw. Matheson gets suckered. He's going to bring himself out of the play. Suzuki needs to get on Carlsson here. He doesn't recognize that he has to do that, and Carlsson gets a pretty clean opportunity at the top of the slot. Dobson has Kreider tied up in front, but Kreider bumps Dobson and manages to screen Fowler really well because he isn't able to see the pass to Carlsson. I think he catches it last minute, and he tries to get himself positionally in a good place to stop the puck, but it goes a little bit far side, and Fowler can't get a pad on it. So that's 2-0 for the Ducks. Montreal goes on to score 3 consecutive times. Good for them. The offense is clicking, except on the power play that looks just I don't even know how to explain it. It seems like they're afraid to take a shot and allow the puck to leave the zone. So instead, what they do is turn the puck over and allow the team to clear the zone. But this next goal by Anaheim before the end of the second period by Troy Terry is a doozy.
Moved up to Kreider. Kreider delays, works it across, backhand try, score!
I didn't realize just how bad this was until I slowed it down and watched it. Right off the hop, Dobson gives Kreider way too much room here. He enters the zone. All of the other lanes are able to set up in time because he's afforded the time to wait and be patient. And you have four Habs all clumped up in the middle of the ice. The play develops. Matheson's watching his guy. Dobson, Anderson, and Gallagher are watching, I'm going to say that's Zellweger. And then Texier is behind the play. He doesn't get back in time. But I guess he was the one that should have been watching Terry. And then now fast forward late in the third period.
The Ducks press. Game 4 of their 4-game road trip, in front, score!
Cutter Gauthier is going to score, make this 4-3, and that's how the game's going to end. That's the winning goal. It's only like 3 minutes left of the game, and Gooley goes into the corner. Big, important battle here. He immediately falls to the ice. He was trying to get inside on his opponent, but Hudson does not have the other man, so he easily picks up that puck. Hudson goes in to help Gooley. Demidov, Caufield, Kapanen wait expectantly so they can break out, but Gooley loses to his guy and Hudson loses his guy, and you're kidding me. This is pathetic. Big, glaring mistakes, important games being lost because you're just not fighting hard enough. You're making big mistakes, big, stupid mistakes. So this was a frustrating game. Maybe I should have just went to bed and slept on it a little bit. But I'm mad at the performance of these guys. Gooley, you've been awful since you've come back. Hudson, we're okay with you making some mistakes when you're trying to push offensively. That's your talent. That's a big skill of yours. But man, in the defensive zone, You got to at least hit the fundamentals. Carrier is going to get a stray here because he can't clear the front of the net. That's been a big problem. So all these things, all these problems that we were worried about because we wanted at deadline to find a big right shot defenseman who can clear the front of the net. Yeah, they're getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So what's the resolution here? What's the solution? Sorry if the vibe is off on this video. It is what it is. Hopefully you actually like this. I'm passionate about it. This is how I feel like this is how I should react. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I'm going to bed. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Really appreciate you all. Love this community, love this team, but man, it was a frustrating weekend. You guys know what to do. Like the video, helps me out with search results or something like that. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'd love to have you. And as always, I will see you down in the comments.